Hello everyone. The large question looming in our community right now is this: do I wear a mask or do I not wear a mask? With Los Angeles County moving towards this requirement, we wanted to shed some light on this question. At the beginning of this pandemic, the CDC recommended that the general public not wear a mask, and this may have caused some confusion. The basis for this decision was twofold. They didn't want the general public to buy all of the masks, thus leaving our first responders and healthcare workers without. And it was believed that they would serve no purpose for people who didn't have symptoms consistent with COVID-19. With the discovery of this virus's ability to show an individual as asymptomatic, there's been a shift in this recommendation. In conjunction with the CDC, the City of Port Hueneme is recommending that all essential businesses operating in the City of Port Hueneme and patrons visiting these establishments to please wear a mask. This can include a number of masks, including a surgical mask, a bandana, a scarf, or homemade facial covering, which covers your nose and mouth. This will help prevent the spread of the virus and help protect you. The City of Port Hueneme has ordered all of its employees to wear a mask while in public. The primary role of these facial coverings is to reduce the release of infectious particles into the air when someone speaks, coughs, or sneezes, including someone who has COVID-19 but feels well. Please remember that a face covering is not a replacement for other evidence-based measures such as physical distancing, frequent hand washing, and remaining at home when not performing essential activities. This recommendation requires wearing a mask in areas of high pedestrian traffic, such as the grocery store, the bank, the post office, or while getting your local takeout. The order does not require that customers or workers' face coverings be medical grade or N95 masks. In fact, we recommend you refrain from buying these types of masks to ensure medical and emergency workers have enough protective gear to safely perform their jobs. Let's also be clear. Just because you see someone with an N95 mask doesn't mean they are doing something wrong. The individual could be immune compromised, they could have had some laying around at home from the recent fires, or they could be a healthcare worker or first responder. And for those wondering if the police plan on enforcing those not heeding our recommendations, the answer is no. We don't have the capacity for such enforcement, and we are relying on everyone to simply do the right thing and self-regulate. We won't be setting up checkpoints or stopping residents while they are out on a walk. We also ask everyone to not call 911 to report violators. This affects our ability to respond to emergency and critical calls. We wanted to show you the different types of masks that we are referring to. Here we have an N95 mask. This one is generally reserved for healthcare workers as well as first responders. Here we have a surgical mask. This one is commonly used by our citizens as you see them walking around the street on a daily basis with these. Here we have a homemade face covering that someone has sewn and made at home. This also works using an old t-shirt. Here we have a bandana. And here we have a scarf that can also be used to cover your mouth and face. Now, these are some of the masks that we don't recommend. Here we have a catcher's mask. This will only protect you against a fastball. Here we have a Jason mask. This will only protect you in a horror film. Here we have a Nacho Libre mask. This will only protect your identity during a wrestling match. And here we have a beauty mask. This will only improve your facial complexion. Humor set aside, here is a list of helpful tips in regards to face masks. Don't wear your mask in your own home after using it outside. Please remember to wash your homemade masks, to not leave them where your children can grab them or set them on your kitchen counter. The material should cover the nose and mouth. Ideally, face coverings should be washed after each use. Dirty masks should be placed in a dedicated laundry bag or bin. Use detergent and hot water when washing cloth masks and dry them on a hot cycle. Be sure your mask is comfortable. You don't want to have to keep adjusting the mask because that means touching your face. Wash your hands or use hand sanitizer before and after touching your face or face coverings. If you must rewear your face covering before you're able to wash it, wash your hands immediately after putting it back on. While we understand your eyes may be exposed and it doesn't provide full protection to the wearer, they can protect others nearby. Remember, Our collective strength and resolve will allow us to overcome these challenges. Together, we will help lead our city and county to a healthier, safer, and more prosperous future. For more information about protective masks or how to make one, please visit the California Department of Health website and search face coverings, or visit our emergency website at porthuenemeemergency.org. Thank you.